Hello and happy Monday. I got a ghost over here. I don't know what this greenness is, but I actually like it. So I'm not even going to try to correct it. This is like, I love it. I don't know what it is about it. It just feels like I'm in Skinamarink. Are you familiar with that movie? You know what? I say that movie is a mood. It's not really a movie. It's a mood. Just getting a first look at my hair. My hair is like it's better left alone. Once I start to do anything to it, it just you know what, and then it's its own thing. It's like Conan O'Brien's hair, maybe. I don't know. Happy Monday. Good to see you all here. We got stuff to talk about, but we don't. We could just hang out. We could just. I had Oreos right before I went live, and I'm like, that's probably not a good idea. And I got ink on my arm now. Whatever. And I just took a shower. These are all things you don't need to know. My daughter says I overshare. I just shared that about my daughter. So happy Monday. Good to see you, Mike, Mark, Phil. Rob loves books. Good to see you. Zach, love the view. I love the picture. I see things, but I don't always respond to things in a timely manner. And then time goes by and I miss out. But I love the photo you shared. Congratulations on the house again, Zach. I'm glad to see it. Moving on, moving up, progress, life. Yes. Patty, good to see you. Joshua, good to see you. Alexia, always good. Brandon Carr, you're here. Good evening, everyone. Stephen Wayne Nelson Jr. starting it off early. Loki's dad. Hello. Number one is here. Hello, all. Just picture her doing a royal wave. Hello. She's in a throne and she's just waving to everybody. Cherish your hair. It has a tendency to abandon you as you get older. The funny thing is, I can't show you guys. I just realized. I was like, hey, I'll just hold up this photo to the camera and you guys could see it, but I can't do that. Producer Jill sent me a photo of me, and I think I'm at my nephew's christening. I'm not sure why the picture was taken, but it's of my entire family. I love the photo. It's in the church I used to go to when I was a kid. When I was a Catholic. I was almost said a good Catholic, but I was never a good Catholic. But it's in the church where I grew up, and I would, here, I could show you this. I could show you this because producer Jill, you're not in it. All right. I cropped it so that you can't possibly be seen. But Mark talking about hair. Oh my God. I almost don't want, I shouldn't show this. This isn't good. But I was in public. I was looking like this in public. I went out of the house. That's what I looked like. Oh, it doesn't come through, but can I talk to you about your car's extended warranty? Look at that guy. Oh, wow. That was weird. Anyway, that's what I looked like. I looked like I had less hair about, I don't know, 20 years ago. No, not 20 years ago. 15 years ago, I had less hair. How is that possible? And I went out, I had that hair. Somebody let me have that hair. And I had no beard. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, producer Jill's right to my right in the photo, the left side. And she's holding Ben. And then there's my babies. Dads are gonna dad, it's like you're all my babies. God. So I guess I don't know. I have less hair than I did then, but the way the hair was cut, so short. Why did I allow that? Why did I do that? And then have like no facial hair. That's not recommended. A couple of minutes late, but hello, everyone. Hello. Now, okay, here's a problem. I'm getting everybody's usernames, and I'm losing your other name. So I don't know who you are. Lilbert. See, it's screwing me up. That's okay. It doesn't take much. Jesse's here. Good to see you. Hello, finished Project Hail Mary, starting Autumn Springs. Good to see you're into. You're a little late, but that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. You're a little late. I mean, it's okay. You can read Autumn Springs in November and December and January and all those other months. But man, that Prime, ooh, it's still autumn, so you technically are fine. What's up, Mitch? Hello. What's up, Jim? Good to see you. Jason, Dynamite. Wow, Jeff. I can't tell who you are. Illibert. David Perry. Are you really? Okay. It's just I gotta say, like, you're number one on the leaderboard. I'm sorry, David. It won't happen again. I made the mental note. I can connect it for like a little bit of time. A little bit of time. Love that pick. You do look like you have a better hairline now. Isn't that crazy? It's like weird. So I'm just thinking maybe some of this is masquerade. You know, some of this is like, I don't know. I just grabbed this shirt. It was in the pile. I didn't, you know, I don't know. I don't know why I'm apologizing for my wardrobe. What's up, Lance? Good to see you. Wonder why it went to usernames. It's weird. You look great. Stop being so critical. Yeah, number one. You are the only one in the world who would say that. But I appreciate it. I have actually seen that picture. Oh, yes, because on the Facebook, Jill. Yeah. That's what you get. No, Jill, I'll talk to you afterwards. Man, so how many editions of Autumn Springs are there now with the broken binding and Earthling? Well, we could talk about that. There's well, if you're not counting the arcs, there's the US, the UK, broken binding, Aardvark, and Earthling. 5. That's manageable. 5. So that's not crazy, but it's wonderful. It's not crazy, but it's wonderful. And if you're wondering, this is something funny I noticed. Let's see. So if we're looking at Instagram, this was Broken Binding on Instagram, and they shared this, and they said the book would be specs. Copies are priced at 30 pounds. Yeah, 30 pounds. But when you look at the actual, God bless it, when when you look actually at the site, now you're talking 25 pounds. They lost 5 pounds between that post and this one. So I wonder what happened. But yeah, Autumn Springs, man, the UK cover, it's a royal hardback. So the good thing to know about this, oh boy. Okay. See, I can't show that. It gives information, man. We can't show information. It's signed and it's a royal hardback, which is similar to what happened in the UK for Third Rule of Time Travel. Now, Third Rule of Time Travel did not have different covers. They had the one cover, but in the UK, it came out as a, oh, yeah, no, it did in the US too. Am I a dipshit? Wow. Yeah, it was a paperback. Stupid ass, Jeff. It was a paperback everywhere, but it was a hardcover from Broken Binding for the Third Rule of Time Travel, which, if you come to JEFCON, almost said Jeff Fest, if you come to JEFCON, you have a chance to win. I'm doing giveaways. One of the giveaways is the Broken Binding edition of Third Rule of Time Travel still in the wrapper with the black ribbon. I mean, it's like, any fan. But anyway, so this is the same thing. The UK edition of Autumn Springs was paperback. So this is hardcover with the UK cover, which I don't know, man. I don't know, ladies. I don't know. I felt like I gendered my my thoughts, and I didn't want to do that. I don't know, because I don't know if I like this cover better or if I like the US edition. I think they're both badass covers. But there's more, I don't know. This feels more in line with the tone of the story, but in some ways it doesn't. So, and I do prefer, like, if it was a poster, I prefer the US cover if that was a poster compared to this one. This one feels like a book cover, and the US artwork feels more like a poster. It feels more artful. Is that, I don't know. Yes, Jeff, you are, but I love you. Change my username for you. Thank you. One more from Twisted Retreat. Yes, coming in January. Yes, you are right. Yeah, sorry, I was counting the arcs. Yeah. Oh, RA. Twisted Retreat. Yes, I forgot about that one. Damn it. Yes. You look like you were a member of Linkin Park or similar early 2000s band in that picture. That's pretty funny. Like Chad Bennington. Yeah, we all know what happened to Chad Bennington. Or do we? That's not funny. So yeah, if you're counting the arcs, that's a different story. We can't count the arcs. You shouldn't count arcs. Unless you're going hardcore collector, I don't think it's fair to count the arcs, because those can't be purchased unless, you can buy them on eBay. I mean, anything can be purchased, right, America? But it's not fair, right, America? You see, it all comes back to anything can be bought and it's not fair. Sorry to number one. She's probably doing trivia crack right now to forget I said those things. But anyway, so Broken Binding, 900-page King Sorrow was 27 Great Britain pounds. That's what happened. Yeah, I mean, that kind of puts it in perspective. What's in the bucket? We're going to get to that. I already had Autumn Springs US version, but I love the UK cover, so I ordered one. I don't love duplicates in my collection, so I might donate it to a friend if it's not signed. Yeah. Well, you would be horrified, RA, to see my shelf, my Fracassi shelf, because I got a lot of duplicates up there. A lot of copies of Autumn Springs, Gothic, Boys in the Valley, Cello. I mean, all his books. I got multiple copies. Multiple. So, my King Sorrow arrived today. I'm getting my King Sorrow at some point, hopefully. Wait until you read it. I'm currently reading it, and it's amazing so far. 20% in right now. Wait, what are you reading? King Sorrow or Autumn Springs? The only author I do that for, yeah. Mm-hmm. I flex. I'm jumping all over. Congrats, Patty. Oh, I got my Autumn Springs slipcase from Jake Goldberg. It is sweet. Oh, yes, you won that. I'm so very happy. I'm very happy you won that. That made my day when I saw your name pop up. That's great. You got to post the picture of it in the Jeff Word Facebook group. I want to see it. Jake Goldberg's great people. He'll be at JEFCON. So will Tim Bedwell. If you're an It's Terrific fan, he might sign something for you. He might. If Philip doesn't slow down, I'm going to have a Fracassi room. Oh, my God. Well, you're the ultimate, I think, bow down to Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. On his collection, right? Because you have one to just totally envy. Yeah, I got King Sorrow too, like I showed you, and was did were you around? That I clarified. I told him what to write, and he wrote what to write exactly as directed. So that's just a case of Jeff playing mind games with Jeff. So, Lance, did I said hi to you, Lance? I don't mind duplicates as long as the covers or editions are different. I wouldn't mind a few extra editions of Suntop's Numbered Misery. Let's check in with the Magic Duff Bucket on that note, because who wouldn't mind a few extra copies of a $9,000 to $10,000 book that you could have bought for $500? That kind of increase in wealth boost is like, those are Pelosi numbers. What do you got for me today, Magic Duff Bucket? You've got O'Hara's. This is O'Hara's Irish Stout. This is Nitro. I think this is Guinness's illegitimate child. I don't know. Oh, ooh, that's like a banshee screaming in the Emerald Isle. Awkward laughs. Fracassi, Mallerman, and Tremblay are starting now with Tyler Jones are taking over in my house. I want to be a big I want to like Tremblay more. I do. I liked Cabin. I liked Headful. Didn't read any more. I wanted to read Survivor Song about rabies, and zombies, and I don't know. I just don't know. I could see myself going full throttle with Stephen Graham Jones, because that I love Buffalo Hunter, and then Philip hung out with him and said he was an awesome guy. That matters. That matters. I don't. There's you can grade on a curve if somebody's a good person. You can say that they are a better writer than maybe perhaps you previously thought, because they're a good person. So that's fine. I don't mind that. And I love hearing that these people that write these things, like it would hurt to know that they're a jerk, and I could still probably say like, oh, okay, but they're a good writer. Give them that, but they're an asshole. I would say that about Chismar if he was worth anything as an author. But I've read him and not impressed. But I'll be reading Widow's Point. But I just can't get into Tremblay. Like, I just don't get drawn. Like, I'm not drawn back to him. Like, I read the books and I liked them. I'm like, oh, these are cool. Cabin really kept me going. That was more of a page turner than Head Full of Ghosts. Head Full of Ghosts really did give me a lot more to think about. Both of them did, but I just don't feel drawn, It's like, yeah, but I'm reading Incidents Around the House. Oh my God, I just started. Love that book. And it's been a long time since I've read Mallerman. Haven't read Daphne, Spin a Black Yarn. I haven't read Mallory. What else? But now I'm finally getting to Incidents Around the House. Love the structure of it. Love the creepiness of it. The guy's just so brilliant. It's like, and it was coming off of just finishing Autumn Springs for the second time. Like, it's just a great back-to-back experience. So I was very happy to start in on that. Did King sign Suntop's Misery? Yeah. Yeah. He signed the number and he signed the letter, which is like a $24,000 book. But the numbered, yeah, he signed it. He didn't sign the artist, which is all I got. Is Mitchell here yet? And did he bring my sacked lunch? Oh yeah, you're killing him. Let's do a fantasy update, shall we? I'm going against Mike Hughes's groovy team, and I'm not doing all that well. I could be doing better, but I'm not. Let's give you an update. Let's look at the matchups. Let's see. Peasants Eat Cake. You're holding on to the lead, man. At 128 to 113. Got that chiz riz. Oh my god. It's this. I've never done so poorly. Jim, you're beating the shit out of, well, you've beaten the shit out of Philip. It's something I don't like to do. Patrick. Oh, what happened, Jason? You imploded. I could have just shared it, but I didn't. Yeah, 24K is crazy. Does Brian Keene fall into that category? For you have to read Mongrels. Yeah, I'm gonna read Mongrels. I think that's the one I'm most interested in. And then I gotta get a copy of My Heart is a Chainsaw. I have the other two, Don't Fear the Reaper and The Angel of Indian Lake, signed first editions, but I don't have My Heart is a Chainsaw. Does Brian Keene fall into that category of douchebag who does good writing, or a good guy who, I don't know. I've never read Brian Keene. I just don't like the way he's a gatekeeper. He feels like a gatekeeper. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's a great guy. I don't know. Him and Christopher Golden and Gambino Iglesias, they all feel like gatekeepers. Like they're gonna tell us who the face of horror is. That doesn't work out so well for me. But that's how it feels. So I don't know. I'm a huge Stephen Graham Jones guy and half-assed completist. Anyone have a room full of 50 widows points, 60 becoming the boogeyman, and 70 chasing the boogeyman? I'm sure someone does. That was before my time. I hate that I missed it. I have no signed King books. I need that Dark Tower signed since I have a Dark Tower tattoo sleeve. Shit. Yeah, I mean, if anybody should, I wish I had any of the Dark Tower signed by Stephen King. I wish. The most I have are the artist editions. Yeah, I hope you get one. I destroyed Philip this week. He's bragging about it. I always tend to implode about mid-seeds. I started horribly, and I just going to continue horribly, I think. I might win this week against Mike, but it ain't going to be a blowout. It ain't going to be easy. Keene, decent writer, but a jerk. Okay, I figured that. I mean, he's prolific. He writes a lot. And I'd imagine over time that even if you started out as a shitty writer, you're going to end up at some place. You're going to strike gold at some point. But I don't know who would keep publishing a shitty writer. Well, then there's Bentley Little. I don't have any signed King either. Wasn't able to get numbered King signed books. Are just too expensive for me. Yeah, I mean, I have a few. I have Sleeping Beauties, 2 copies of Bag of Bones trade edition signed. Later, I was lucky enough to score a later, and I also have a Sleeping Beauties trade. So I have a Sleeping Beauties Cemetery Dance edition, and then a Sleeping Beauties trade edition, which I lucked into as well. Oh, check this out. I don't know if any of you all had seen this. Oh my God. This was a contest I posted about. I don't know if any of you got on it, but it was a Scribner Fangoria contest. And it's the Ultimate Horror Library. One bloody lucky grand prize winner will receive a prize pack featuring a horrifying library of books from Simon & Schuster and frightening Fangoria swag. The signed copies. Signed. Stephen King, Stephen King, Stephen King. 3 Kings. Misery, Firestarter, and Dead Zone. They're all paperbacks. But if they are all signed by King, now my guess is book plates, right? He signed a bunch of book plates. They slapped him in the books, which is fine. I mean, it's still signed. It's bona fide. You got it from Simon & Schuster. It doesn't say facsimile. And then Horror's New Wave, which is an anthology. Buffalo Hunter. Some authors I've never heard of: Mona Awad, Marcus Kleiwer, How to Survive Camping. This looked interesting. You Weren't Meant to Be Human. That looked interesting. I read a synopsis of it. Here we go. Stephen Graham Jones, The Unseen. Yes. I got a copy of this signed. And then Widow's Point. Oh, signed by Dick Chiz. Oh my God. You guys got to read Death Bus. Anyway, and then also included is Tender as the Flesh, The End of the World. Well, you can clearly see with your own eyes. Are these audiobooks? Get some audio. And then this Fangoria swag. I am a sucker for a trucker hat. I am. You might not know this, but I am on the zombie outbreak response team. So I could be called to duty at any given time. So I don't know. I think this was a great contest. The winner is going to be notified around November 10th. But look at, 3 signed Kings. That's pretty awesome for whoever wins it. So all we got to do is find out where that person lives. You know what I'm saying? 3 of us. And then we each get a signed King. All right, you in? Show up and we'll figure out. We'll find out who the winner is. And then say you can keep all the other ones except maybe Buffalo Hunter or the other Stephen Graham Jones titles, And then that one, You Weren't Meant to Be Human. And then the Anya Allborn one. But they can keep the Chismar. They can keep that one. So I got in this. I posted about it on Facebook. What? Where? I used to be obsessed reading King. Now I pick up a book and I'm like, this is just stupid. I don't know what made the sudden flip. I don't know. I didn't see it, Jill. What? Wait. I didn't see that. Well, I mean, it's hard for me to drive the bus and scroll through the comments. But producer Jill's telling me that, Jesse, you lost 30 pounds in 46 days. That's insane. That's crazy. Cheers to you. Hopefully it was a healthy choice and you're okay. And it wasn't because of a sickness. And I don't know why I laughed at that. That's just like, I'm Irish. I'm inappropriate. I can't help it. But cheers to you. Hope everybody's healthy. It's just, I finished Autumn Springs last week and Blackwater. Both were excellent. And I don't know what to read. Oh, you know what you should read? The book club of January. I would make it December, but I think I got something going on in December. The book club for January is going to be Darker Days by Thomas Olde Hoevelt. He reached out to me. He wanted to do something for the book. So we can read it, and then he will appear, and he will speak to us in English about Darker Days. Russell said it's his best. Russell Coombs. He doesn't show up here. But if you're on Facebook, you know Russell Coombs. He looks like he's like a soccer. What do they call them? A soccer, not weasel. Scoundrel. What do they call those guys? The soccer hooligans. He looks like a soccer hooligan. And they call football over there in the UK. But he said it's Thomas Olde Hoevelt's best yet. I'm pissed off at Goodreads. Echo is got like shit reviews. That's bullshit. Echo's awesome. And I didn't read Oracle. Don't tell him that. But I got Darker Days coming. So anybody who wants in, it's going to be a Patreon book club of January. Is going to be Darker Days. So Patty, might I direct you toward Darker Days or Incidents Around a House or The Unseen? I didn't read The Unseen yet, so I'd like to know what people think. I'm just mad the Dodgers won the World Series. Jeff, is Mitch publishing Death Bus? Rapture. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Jeff, for those of us on the other side of the planet, will Death Bus be for sale after JEFCON? Yes. Yes, yes, it will be. Um, I will. There will probably, I don't know how many. It's so crazy because it's a month away, right? So I think we're going to have 150 copies. So everybody who goes to JEFCON will be fine. I'm going to make sure that there's enough for everybody to buy. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the demand's going to be. It's like, okay, it's going to have a Philip Fracassi signature. So there's that. There's that's going on. I have to work out details with Mitch, but I want to make a bunch available for purchase for patrons in the Patreon. I think it's important that those would be the people who, if you really want one, you should. So we'll work it out where there's enough to go around. Trust me, with 150, and then he's going to do. I don't know if he's going to do lettered. I don't know if he's around. Is he around? Is he sounding off? Is he going like, shut up, Jeff? I saw the cover for Death Bus. I had a couple of minor tweaks, but Chris Panettiere really just knocked it out of the park, I think. Yeah, I'm okay. LOL, stopped eating like a pig, doing one meal a day, fasting, and I'm about to start hitting the gym. Hit the gym, eat healthy, like I'm giving advice. Seriously. Sometimes I do hear myself and I'm like, shut the hell up, dude. But that's great. I love it when people, are on a better path of improvement and be better than you were the day before, and etc. Echo is my book club November read. I'm looking forward to it. Only read Hex from Thomas Oldehuvelt so far, and I loved it. Echo to me was really, really creepy. There were some elements were creepy, but what Thomas Oldehuvelt did for possession in that book, I thought was incredible. And it's just a great read. I loved it. How many tickets have you sold so far? Well, that's kind of, I don't know. Have we sold any today, Jill? We I don't know. I mean, it's going to be, we're going for quality over quantity. So here's the thing. There's going to be it's the ticket sales, to be honest with you, I think we're at like 30 people. Which I would be excited if I was going, because you'd have like even more access to Francois, Tyler Jones, Keelan Patrick Berg, Philip Fracassi, Chris Panettiere, Mitch Hull, Gerard, Gerald. I keep calling him Gerard. I keep thinking Gerard Way instead of Gerald Ward. Gerard Way of My Chemical Romance, when I think of his name, from Bibliopathologist. And of course, Jake Goldberg's going to be there. I'm going to have the panel, the Pauls of Publishing, just two of them. Paul Miller said you should have Paul Fry. I did reach out, couldn't get him. So anyway, it's going to be pretty intimate. And then with all the giveaways I have, it's almost like everybody's guaranteed. It's not a Richard Chismar spam email. So not everybody's guaranteed a win. But I got 4 copies of Fantasia, Third Rule. I got a Widows of Winding Gale. I got a Third Rule, Broken Binding. I got a Daytide Arc in the tin. People are going cuckoo for that. Midas, Nerve Ending. Well, I got stuff. I think I got a long sight that's going in there, signed. It's Tyler Jones will be there. He might give you a back rub. I don't know. You can ask. He's a nice guy, but I don't think he's that nice. Oh, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. I would like to purchase one if possible. Well, we're gonna work on it. We're gonna make sure there's enough chapbooks. I bought so Stephen. What? You bought a ticket, Stephen? Okay, I thought I'd talk to you about that. I'll talk to you. 2 words, City Hall. Yeah, that's Bentley. My JEFCON t-shirt showed up in the mail today. Artwork looks really good on the shirts. Oh, that's good to know because I don't even have one yet. I do know one went to Canada, and Joan sent me a photo of it, and I really appreciated seeing how it turned out because some of this is like we're down to the wire, and we got to go a little bit on faith. You just got to take that jump, do it anyway. Panel of Pauls. Great work. It's nice to lose it. A few years ago, I lost almost 60 pounds, and I've kept it off. Damn. Cheers to you. Those tins were great. One I'll never have. Well, I'm sorry. You did, but it's my pleasure to support my friends. Oh, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. You're going to make me cry. Don't make me cry. Producer Jill would like to know how you lost 60 pounds. I mean, that's not easy, Mark. Did you just sweat it out on stage? Did you just man, I just did a nonstop concert. Took a bunch of Adderall. I got up there. The fire hoses couldn't get me off the stage. Wrecked my guitar, but I stayed up there till I was 60 pounds lighter. Okay. So we are curious. We'd like to know your secret. Yeah, I mean it's hard because I don't know. I honestly, if I wanted to lose weight, I wouldn't know what to cut out because I don't eat that much. I'd probably cut this out. Hello, here's a clue. You know what I mean? This is like a loaf of bread. Stopped eating everything. No sugar, no carbs. Yeah, that's a way to do it. See, that's the one thing I've never been able to wrangle is my diet. Just eat crap, and just when I went back to Chicago, oh, I can't think about it because I had my favorite pizza in the world is Aurelio's Super Six, Aurelio's pizza. And I had it twice in 1 week. And then I had leftovers when I got back to Tennessee. And oh my God, it's so close in my recent memory. I could still taste it. And it's so painful because I could eat that. I could eat that every single goddamn day. Man. So if I went to a doctor and they said, you got to lose 60 pounds and you got to do it by cutting this stuff out, I'd say, well, that's my life then, because I can't cut it out. But good for everybody. And I don't mean to say anything about anybody who's going through a health journey. Health. Here's the health. Get some sun too. Don't forget that. Move, eat well, enjoy what you eat. Reduce stress. Holy shit. If there's anything you could do to reduce stress, do it. And get some sun. Get out there, get some sun. Don't get the vitamin D that Ludacris recommends. That's a different thing. I mean, unless that's your thing. But get some sun, No reason to live. I lost 20 pounds of refined sugar weight by dropping all sodas. Yeah, so did someone else I know. Just stopped drinking soda and lost 20 pounds. The thing is, I don't really drink soda or pop. I don't really. I mean, we sometimes get Coke, sugar Coke, full sugar, Oh, wait, cut off the sales. Plus, you have another month. Lots of people gonna wait till last minute. Yeah, producer Jill wanted to be like, you give him 3 days to buy tickets, then you close it. I'm kidding, Jill. It's a joke. See, every time she snaps and goes, "What?" I say, "It's just a joke. I'm just joking. It's it's for the ha-has. It's all entertainment purposes." Um, um, and stopped drinking, man. No pizza, no potatoes, no sweets, and nothing fried. It sucks. Mark, I'm telling you, that would be fatal to me. What you just recommended was like, well, if you wanna drop weight, you just gotta stop oxygen. Um, Spoiler, it was literally the only 20 extra pounds I had to spare. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, but Steve and Dwayne Allison Jr., that is not a small thing because a lot of the people that don't have a lot of weight to lose, they try to lose that 15 pound. They never do. It's like, I can't get rid of this last 15. It's not easy. Um, did PJ get her ticket? The site keeps crashing whenever producer Jill goes to buy a ticket. Somehow, I don't know. And I keep telling her, if you don't got a ticket, you can't get in. It's not, I don't know. The computer's glitched. The one time she got a ticket, she got refunded somehow. I don't know. It's like, I don't know how this happened. You better call up Squarespace. I don't know. Ugh. Yeah, I think what's funny is the things they would tell me to quit to lose weight would be the things that help reduce my stress. Eating good food, eating food I like, drinking an occasional drink, like every day is an occasion, um, reduces stress. Gives me a little bit of like a peace, a little bit of like a peace. I don't know why I went into an Italian accent. I'm not Italian at all. At least I don't know. My sister did a 23andMe or ancestry.com genetic profile, and there's some stuff in there that I'm like, what? I got to ask her for the full breakdown. But she mentioned like Denmark's in there. Denmark. And then we're German, but we're like not in Germany. We're Germany adjacent to Germans, which is Austria, right? I mean, I don't know what other Belgium. That's France. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what anything is, Jill. I don't know. Geography? Like every time there's a conflict involving Israel, I have to look at a map. What the hell's going on? Where? What is this? Yeah. So anyway, you're getting weight advice, you're getting geography lessons, and DNA. So I don't know. Yeah, I felt every one of those 20 pounds once they were gone. Yeah, I could tell you, like, nothing scares me more. I don't with weight. Um, we all go through periods, right? We all grow and change. And I went through this period where I was working from 2 a.m. to 1 p.m., going home, taking a nap, going to school between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m., going to bed, getting up at like midnight or 12:30, going to work at 2 in the morning, and then like getting no sleep, eating the worst food because I have no time. I'm not a chef just because my name rhymes with it. And I could not breathe. So I gained all this weight and I wasn't moving and I wasn't getting good sleep. And honestly, I wasn't even seeing daylight. I was getting up before the sun and going to bed after or coming home after. It was hell. And I got panicky because I'm like, I can't breathe. It felt like I felt claustrophobic in my own body. Freaked me out. So I hear what you're saying about feeling every pound. Wow, that's funny. I was 232 pounds once. This morning I was 169. Damn, congratulations, Mark. It's one hell of a. My ideal boxing weight is 135 to 140, depending on how active I am. 135 to 140. Damn. Yeah. I'm not gonna throw numbers around. Not gonna throw it. I'm not. I'm personally the heaviest I've ever been right now. But I'm also not as unhealthy as I was. So weight is a number, but health is not necessarily the same thing. Um, again, I hear myself talking. I'm going to shut up about that. So yes, we're supposed to talk books, and none of them are cookbooks. None of them. And yes, and we got to find the three people, the person who wins the Simon Schuster thing. I'm just getting all caught up to speed on what's what. But get a copy of Darker Days. Russell Coombs says it's awesome. I got one coming from Goldsboro. They did signed ones. They were selling signed books. So that is what I recommend. I feel good recommending that. But I also recommend getting any kind of copy you can. I would love to see more limited editions for Thomas Oldehuvelt. It's crazy because he's only got a few books. He's only got in English, Hex, Oracle, and Echo. And I have Oracle on my shelf, and I haven't read it. It's crazy to me when I think about that. But sometimes you go in a collecting mode, and then you get overwhelmed, and there's just too much to read. That's why it's taken me so long to get to Incidents Around the House. And I haven't even really looked to see if Amazon has Darker Days. I didn't even bother because I knew they were coming from Goldsboro. But that's a UK edition. I don't have. Anyway, so yes, I should probably be getting my Darker Days soon. I'm here for it having missed out the first time. Oh, Gene Wolfe Centipede reprint. Discuss. Yes, he was also going to do it 8x12, right? If you would like to talk about our good friend Jared at Centipede Press, I could pull up the email where Bentley Little, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, Cemetery Dance. That's what I say every time now. I got the Stand Artist Edition. They have no power over me. They can't hurt me anymore, any more than they already have. Oh yeah, we got a shit ton of stuff from Jared, because it's the first or whatever. It's a big newsletter. Here it is, The Shadow of the Torturer. Wait a second. Do I have anything I shouldn't be showing? No. I get scared now. So here we are. The Shadow of the Torturer. As many of you know, we are working on a new set of Gene Wolfe's The Book of the New Sun series. Currently, we have The Shadow of the Torturer almost done, but I am decided about size. I like 8x12, but I can also make it around 9x13 and a half. And also a very handsome 10x14. Pricing would not differ that much. But right now, I really like the 10x14. Oh, so, which fits the subject matter and the massive amount of excellent artwork that fills the book. Pricing would range from around $550 to $650. That's a hell of a lot of difference. What are your thoughts? Please let me know. That's a lot of difference. $100 per copy based on the size. I mean, I'm not somebody that's going to collect these. I don't have any skin in the game, but um, that's not nothing. The way he talked about it, pricing would not differ that much. It's $100. Um, but I would say for the experience, my vote would obviously go toward the larger size. If you have this beautiful artwork, you want to show it off. Oracle was better than Echo. Damn. I gotta get it. Largest sized centipede can do for that. I'm in the overwhelmed collecting mode right now. Shelves are packed with unread delights. I know. It is nice though, because here's the thing about anticipation. Anticipation is its own joy. You know, we all know that if you're a kid growing up in the United States, let's say, for example, or anywhere in Western civilization, and it's Christmas season, and you are somebody who celebrates Christmas, and you have that month between Thanksgiving and Christmas where it's just magic. You're like, oh, and then Christmas Day is like the apex of the high. What happens after that? Yeah, you crash. You come down. I mean, I can't tell you about the midday Christmas Day doldrums, you know, especially if you were a kid in the 70s and 80s when everything was closed on Sundays or on holidays like Christmas. If you didn't get batteries for whatever toy Santa gave you, you were screwed because you couldn't just go out of Walmart and get them, right? If you didn't have any in the house. So anyway, even without that, like the midday Christmas Day, you realize it's all behind you. Now you just got snow, and you got snow that's going to turn gray, and you're going to probably get a cold, and everything's going to suck. You have to go back to school. All these things sort of pile up on you. So when you look at your delights, as you accurately put it, I almost said adequately, but it's so aptly put. They're still delights until you read them, and they could still be delights. They could even be better delights, of course, but you're just, you still got that, like those worlds to explore, and you still got so much stuff ahead of you. I have incidents around the house. So maybe I'll read that now and trying to find darker days to read after that. Yes. The great Jason Geis sent me the New Sun series. I really liked it. Nice. He is a great guy. I don't know where he is. I hope he does the 8x12 and then does an art book for the 10x14 artwork. That's cool. That's a good idea. 10x14 won't fit in my bookshelves. Nobody's. Yeah, dude, materials cost money. 10x14 puts it next to Frank on my top shelf. My Frankenstein is lying on the bed in the spare room. Oh, that's funny. What are you going on about? You left Chicago. I know, but recently I was back for a moment, and I'm like, I'm not immune to that chill in the air, that autumn in Chicago. It kind of makes you remember some of those magic months waiting for the fat ass with the sack of gifts to show up. That's where I spent my childhood. So it only stands to reason that I associate those times with that city. My Frank is in the closet. Too big for the shelf. I could change the shelf size, but it seems too much to fit one. Restock the old hate. Yes, I did. I restocked it. It's too much to fit just one buck. I know, and that's what like Alice in Wonderland is huge. It's just like laying down on the very top of the billies, and it's like, it's unfortunate. Got that ink. Look at that ink. Weird. Yeah, I mean, it's like, how we doing on fantasy football? Uh-oh, I am not doing well against Mike. I'm 1-7 on the season. 1-7. Holy shit. Not good. Not good, friends and neighbors. How is Mitch doing against? No, Mitch, you're done. A peasant's eat cake. Steve Dwayne Ellison Jr. is going to kill you with, um, yeah, I gave him McCaffrey. McCaffrey, in 31-point monster game. I figured I'm dying, so I had Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr. proposed a trade. I'm like, at this point, I'm just going to trade because I have hope. I'm 1-7. 1-7. We pulled off a win-win trade. Well, I don't think I'm going to win, but I'm done. It's over for me. So it's sort of like I'd hate to see McCaffrey end up on such a piece of shit loser team. I did it for him. It's a joke. It's not true. But yeah, win-win trade. You got a legit? Yes, I did. I did get a legit. I needed a quarterback. But what I'm saying is there's no hope for me. Go be the monster you know you can be, Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr. Go on and take them all out. The most shocking thing, and I've got to talk about this. The most shocking thing to me, and I have a few years to prepare, but I also don't have a whole lot of hope that I'll be able to do it. Conversation Tree Press came out with this. They're doing The Road by Cormac McCarthy. I have the Suntup edition. I nearly lost my mind when I saw Suntup was doing it. And the book is, I think, one of the gems in my collection. And like I have some pretty awesome books. And The Road is just way up there. So for Conversation Tree to do this, I'm just, The Road will be letterpress printed and feature newly commissioned artwork. It will be issued as a limited edition in 4 states: collectors, deluxe, lettered, and Roman numeral. So the collector's edition is only $750 and the deluxe is $250. The edition will feature luxurious paper in all 4 states. Lettered and Roman will have custom handmade paper. Durable sewn bindings with a ribbon marker and head and tail bands. Premium binding materials, including real goatskin leather and hand marbled on some tiers. Hand marbled paper. Handmade slipcases and closures included at no additional cost. All artwork included in all states. I think it's curious how handmade slipcases / enclosures are listed as no additional cost. That feels like a jab at somebody. The only one I could think of is Fantasia Press, because recently was the third rule with the lettered state, you could opt for a slipcase. So it's and oh no, you know what? It's also, it could be a jab at SST because SST does that model. I think doing that model is good, where you say, well, it's this much money for the book, and if you don't want the slipcase, you could save money. But if you are a diehard collector and you want the whole thing, then this is the whole thing. So you just have the option of not buying a slipcase. But I'm not accusing Conversation Tree. It doesn't. It just sort of struck me as odd to say at no additional cost. But goatskin leather, I mean, this is one I'm going to have to try to get. Probably just the collector edition, because I can't afford the deluxe. Probably it's probably going to be what, $800. Yeah, no. Or maybe it'll be 500, but I still can't do it. But in 2028, who knows? But will I even have the option? See, so there's so many buts. And then they're giving these examples of editions they've done previous. So no prototype designs. Ludlow Bookbinder is located in Shropshire, England, have been keeping the craft of English bookmaking alive for generations. So apparently, they're going to do Ludlow's going to do the road. That's huge. And then a Roman numeral, and then all this stuff. So the publication of the road is planned for 28. We've begun announcing most titles well in advance to ensure so collectors can anticipate the releases. Oh, they're doing Emily St. John Mandel's Sea of Tranquility? Huh, I didn't know that. They're doing Snow Crash? I just wanted to talk like a jerk. So anyway, obviously it's not going to be signed by Cormac McCarthy. I don't know who it'll be signed by. But damn, I saw that and I have to get it. I have to try. My only gripe with this is how far away it is. Yeah. Also, hello, hey AJ. Good to see you. This version will also be insanely good. Yeah. I'm going to try for it. I have 2 conversation trees in pocket and 2 more on order. The quality is top notch, and you know it pains me to say that. My Frank is on its side on top of my Knowing Darkness. Oh my God. SST slipcases. Yeah. SST quality is unmatched though for the price. I don't blame him for charging extra for slipcase. I don't either. No, I think it's a fine way to go. Deluxe CT is very hard to acquire. I've tried with no success. A lot of completists out there. I think they found that, like, again, it's like your Icarus. If you fly too high, your wings are going to melt. And I think Suntop created an oversupply and a lower demand. I have all deluxe centipede conversation trees, and they are so good. Some of my favorites. That's good to know. I'd rather have their Elric books that are coming out starting next year. Suntop version was enough for me. Yeah. The Suntop version was only $350 way back. My SST Stinger arrived today, an amazing tray case. So I got mine from Levidian. Did Levidian ship out the Stingers yet? Agreed. The quality is awesome. Yes, it is for SST. I'd like to know the secret to how Paul keeps SST costs down. His books are on par with other expensive presses for a fraction of the cost. Yeah. He puts subpress to shame. SST does. Speaking of SST, did everyone see that Buffalo Hunter arc that Stephen Graham Jones posted on Blue Sky? I have one coming. No, I didn't see it. I know who's doing the artwork though, and he kicked the ass out of that artwork. That's one I'm going to have to try to get to. I mean, when you're talking about SST, you're not going to kill yourself breaking the bank. That's why I want to see Paul Fry have more sellouts. Because, oh my God, Jeff, it's amazing. I know. I saw it. So some of it, one of it, anyway, not all of it. You got to save some. You got to save some for that first impression when you get it and you look at it. Wow. Yeah. No, I'm not on Blue Sky. I don't like social media at all anymore. I mean, seriously. I'm on YouTube, of course, because that's where we're at right now. Facebook only in the collector groups. I just stay away from everything now. And no Twitter. Instagram I like just to post photos. But even there, man, it's just not good. So, and Threads is the worst. I hate Threads. And Twitter. I don't do Twitter. So I much prefer this. I much prefer this community. Long time no see, Jeff. Screw social media. Yes. Good to see you, Kaz Wheel. Welcome back. It's been some time. People come and go, but you know what? It's always warm inside. We always got a seat. I mean, well, if you bring it, you got a beer. You know, you just pop a beer. Just do it. You know, just grab a seat, hang out, chat. You know, let's see. I mean, I seriously think I talked about everything I came prepared to talk about. It's a little early. Oh, you know what? I didn't do since we are talking about quality and delivering quality. I got this. Oh shoot, I'm still on the road. I'm gonna stop sharing that. I got this in the mail. I did the unboxing, but I'm so lazy and I didn't do the editing yet. But Leviathan. Now I have not even read King of Shadows yet, and I'm such an asshole. But again, you know that TBR. The TBR is indomitable, you know, and but I got to read King of Shadows and then Leviathan. And I got to say, I think Brian James Freeman did just a tremendous job on this one. This book is gorgeous. I mean, the lighting in this room and the blue light and all that, it doesn't help with the perception of the book. Also, if my hand is covering it, that doesn't help. But trust me, this is quite an awesome edition, and it's good to read. You could read it. That the trade edition was a little hard to read, and this has the artwork. I think this is what I'm going to read. Uh-oh. Someone's in timeout. Uh-oh. Yeah, Robert McCammon really does like to write about torture. The dental torture. Was it in River of Souls? I don't know. I really liked River of Souls, Queen of Bedlam, and Mr. Slaughter. Those were the three standouts of the series. But again, well, I did like Cardinal Black. Cardinal Black was good. And so I still have to read King of Shadows and this. So I got that. I got that to look forward to. Obviously, it'll have to wait till after Darker Days. And if you're on Brian James Freeman's Patreon, he shared some pretty cool news. That I think is going to be great. My stinger showed up about a half an hour ago. Did you buy it direct, Mark? Did you get it direct? Blue Sky is a lot of authors. I only follow authors. Yeah, I would too. I'm also anti-social media. However, the FOMO, when y'all talk about releases and events, I know it's hard because you don't want to miss out. I just wish you could put on filters and say, like, look, I just want to talk books. Like, if you guys are going to bash each other and get into things that you're arguing, because when I see some people arguing about some topics, like they have any control over it, and they're going to devastate their social circles, living and dying on these hills, it depresses me. I don't want to be around for it, and I'd rather just talk books and talk positivity and talk nice things. I know that's naive, Maybe that's privileged. Whatever. I don't care. I just think life is too short, and the social media is corrosive. There's so many people addicted to being angry and hateful that I just nope, unsubscribe. So anyway, if there was a way that I could put blinders on, as I was going to say, as anti-American as that is, I don't recommend people stick their heads in the sand about issues or put blinders on. But the yelling and the futility among the people is not getting anybody anywhere. It's just actually destructive. If people could have constructive conversations, okay, but they're just too busy tearing each other down, and it's just anyway. So yes, I'm waiting for mine. It's going in a bizarre route. Awesome. Robert is simply an amazing writer and human being. Yes, he is. He is. And if you get the chance, you should always, if he goes to Alabama Booksmith again, definitely go. Graham Masterson writes torture like it's his passion. The Holy Harp still gives me nightmares. Damn. Oh, you got yours from Levidian? Oh, you got yours from SST. Yes. Duh. I forgot the question I asked you. Okay. Yeah, because he was sending out direct orders first and then dealer orders. I like it that he did it that way. I was happy to see that Kin Numbered will be coming out soon from Suntop so I can finally read Cottonmouth. Oh, you could buy the standalone Cottonmouth. I go straight to my groups. I pay no attention to my feed anymore. Yeah, too many keyboard warriors. Yep. Same way that I feel, brother. People are hung up on the absolute wrong things. It is sad as hell. What's the current MV of Tups? Kin AE? I need one off the secondary. What's the current market value of Tups Kin Artist Edition? I don't know. I think it should be published price. Because let's see. I think it didn't sell out. Let's go. Let's go look at their in-stock editions. Let me pull it up. Let's go there together. We're on the Suntop site. You could still get The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. Let's see. Store in stock editions. And here we are. We got Kin. So if you're paying more than $135, you're getting ripped off. So you got to pay less than $135. Or you could just buy it direct from the site and know you're getting you're buying direct from the source. I cannot believe there are still collectors left. And Johnny Got His Gun. And Numbered Outsiders. That to me is the quantity's not even there. To me, that's like crazy. I thought there definitely would be more. And the Stepford Wives Numbered Edition is beautiful. It's a shame. And then, yeah, the Amityville Horror Numbered Edition. And Kin should not be here. There's no quantity listed. So you should be able to get it at published price. I don't know if it's on the secondary. I'm looking to pay below sale price. Yeah. Yeah. Market value for Suntop is awful. Is around $100 or so on eBay. Yeah, their books for the most part are selling cheap. Mm-hmm. I hope he always has Johnny's available. Oh my God. Suntop has lost me. I have not bought a single edition this year. Well, Hellbound Heart's coming. That's going to be one that's. Let's see what's up. What are the pre-orders that are available? Yeah. The Black Phone, man. Classic edition. $155. That should be gone. That should be totally gone. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Couple of lettereds and a numbered. So there's quite a few. Yeah, but there's this book sold out like immediately. It's a 16-page book. It didn't have any attached. No rights were attached. And it sold out in a blip. I don't remember how many he was doing, but it was $65, 65 pages. How many? How many copies? Our edition is presented as 400 unnumbered copies with no rights. 400. And it's sold out in like a nanosecond. I mean, it looks really beautiful. It looks really nice. Dig that paper, man. Look at that. I don't know how it's showing up on your computer, but it looks really, really dimpled, stippled. I don't know what the word is. But I dig it. I dig that look. Dig that wood engraving too. Ambrose Bierce. Died in 1914. Good long time ago. Wasn't able to see social media. So it sold out. And this is the first time I ever saw this pricing model, pre-publication price, and then it bumps up upon release. So, and it's releasing like right next month. So I think it's cool. And it was a fun little experiment for him, and 400 copies blipped out. And yeah. And there are a lot of people who really, really wanted it. I see a lot of people asking about it. I wonder why. Hellbound Heart. Good Lord. I really hope I like Hellbound on second read. I wasn't a fan when I first read it a few years back. Really? Yeah, it was 400 copies. Mitch is hiding from us. The shame. I know. He's a coward. He's hiding. No, he's not a coward. I would have jumped at Owl Creek by anyone else. Oh boy. Owl Creek was on eBay minutes after for $200. Oh my God. Hey, Chad Lutsky's here. What's up, Chad? Good to see you. Maybe Mitch will come out of the woodwork now. Wait, are they using dynamic pricing? And why are you accusing him of hiding? I think he's just probably fell asleep. He said I put him to sleep. That's what he says. I loved Hellbound Heart. I love the story. I talked about it last week. I talked about the difference between the book and the movie, and how the movie turned into a creature feature and the book had, such depth, but they were the same story. It's weird how that works, but read it and tell. Is anybody else feeling like I'm a little low res, which is probably good? I still like that green effect over there. Green. What is that green? I don't know. I feel like I'm in a horror movie. Oh, I'm watching Chernobyl with producer Jill and my big boy son. And man, it's great. It's really chilling and scary and terrifying. And oh my God. I think maybe I wasn't prepared, but how grossly depressing it was. I might like it more on second try. Yeah. He's working on chapbooks. Past Mitch's bedtime, the daylight saving effect is more intense on the very old and the very young. Yes. Mitch is probably working on the Mitch Stitch in our upcoming Rapture publications. Yes. Never seen the movies. Really? 16-bit Jeff, I know. More like 8-bit. Yeah, the first one is actually an exact retelling of the book, but it's just interesting with the two different ways. When you sift that story and you have the story in written form, But when you have those images on screen, it just changes your attention. I don't know. There's some, I think it's an interesting thing. It's see if, read the book, then see the movie and see what you think. It's a spirit, son. um, Chad, Jex is gorgeous, isn't it? Actually, I saw that new one on Hulu. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Yeah, I liked it on first blush. But the new Hellraiser. But I didn't like I thought some of it was stupid. But it was better than some of the reboots like Halloween was awful. They resurrected that. Halloween in 2018 with Jamie Lee Curtis was fantastic. The 2018 one, I loved it. And then Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends were just tragic. I totally passed out earlier listening to this. Finally awake. No, seriously, are they? Don't let this question slip by due to the principles involved. A two-tiered pricing model does not benefit us. I think he's only doing that with, I mean, Curious King does that. They do the pre-publication price. So you get a break if you're an early adopter. But then once it's published, it goes to another price. I mean, he could just do the one price for all orders, but he's giving a break in theory to the people who are early adopters. Jeff is just on another level of be boring tonight. Hey, there's many levels. I'm just taking you through them all, you know? I want my $2. Did you get your copy, Mark? I haven't gotten my copies yet, but I saw Jeff's and it's beautiful. You haven't gotten any Jexes yet? I love my Jex. Yeah. I know that he had those issues, but I mean, there it is, man. And yes, he had the issues with the end sheets, but mine were fine. Although I did see the replacement end sheets, and they're gorgeous. So you've got a winner all the way around with this, Chad. A totally gorgeous book you can be absolutely proud of. And it's gorgeous. I think he did a fantastic job on it. And yeah, I think it's a shame that so many had a problem with the end sheets. I'm glad I didn't, because it just, I'm glad I have it and I'm glad I kept it. Halloween Kills is the best movie of all time. That's okay. You can believe that. That's fine. Mitch, did you see the photo before Jeff's hair plugs? Oh man, it's funny. Chad, I got mine back after sending it back for new end papers. I like these new end papers better. So it's a win. Dude, Halloween Kills and Ends were trash, especially Ends. Such a weak story. Total cash grab. I know. I hated it. Rob, I did. That was a very special moment in my life. Yeah, easy pass. It's not like he's just starting out lame. I kept the original Jex. I haven't seen the replacement ones. Were they different? Yeah, they were a little different. The end sheets, the end papers are like very cool, dark marble, I think. Talking with Paul now about the unpublished book Earthling. Passed on. Yes, let's do that. I'm sorry he passed on it. I didn't mean to be excited about that, but I was excited about the thunderstorm part. Yes, that would be awesome. Halloween 3 is underrated for not being a Michael Myers feature. You know why that was? Halloween was meant to be a series from John Carpenter, and every year was going to be different. So Halloween, the first one, was about a guy who comes out of a mental asylum on Halloween to finish killing the family he started killing on Halloween. Boom. Then the next year was going to be something totally different. But because Halloween with Michael Myers was such a success, they said, hey, let's do the next one and make it a sequel to Michael Myers. Like, what happens next? So they did it. And then they're like, okay, now we can do the third one. And people are like, where's Michael Myers? Understandably so. Where was Michael Myers? It was his series at that point. But I never saw Season of the Witch. So, and they should have been more explicit in their marketing, I guess. I don't know if they were at the time, but like, you know, now that we've finished with the Michael Myers saga, time to go into news stories or some bullshit. That Silver Shamrock song has been stuck in my head my entire life. Silver Shamrock song. Tell Paul the Jeff Word viewers want it. Yes, for sure. Earthling pretty much passed on anything by me. I offered a handful of books in my last email, but never heard from him again. I don't think he's a fan, but that's totally okay. Oh, I hate hearing that. Oh, 5 more days till Halloween. Silver Shamrock in the movie. I never saw it. Halloween 3 is great, campy, fun. Well, I know you are a champion of that movie, so I got to read it. I got to read it. I got to watch it. I got to see it. What? You're dead to me. I take back every good thing. You said good things about me? No, you didn't. You never did. You never did. Yes. Well, on that note, even though Chad just joined, wish Chad had joined earlier. I'm probably going to be wrapping it up now. Probably just going to finish my beer. It's just total downer all of a sudden. Let's check in with the fantasy football real quick. Mitch, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're done. Just go to sleep. You're done. I am not doing good against my guy here. Mike, not good at all. I am stuck. I'm not moving. I'm probably going to be 1-8. I'm probably going to be 1-8. Oh my God, that's so pathetic. And I have you know what's funny, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr., the quarterback I had on my bench scored 10 more points than the quarterback you traded to me. Everybody that had a game on my bench was a stud, and they're on my bench. I put in the absolute worst team. Oh, my God. No wonder. No wonder. Oh. Everyone have a great week. Yes, Mark. You guys all have a great night. Happy reading. Well, we'll be happier to get more Chad Lutsky. For sure. Okay, you got me. Take back that side eye I tossed at someone in your favor once. Fantasy is a dumpster fire this year. It is. Good night, Patty. The time change is knocking me out. No kidding. Good evening, all. See you at JEFCON. Good night, everyone. Take care. I will see you all in a week and hopefully see you all in person, as many of you as possible, December 6th. Stay frosty.